Royal drama at its peak. Shocking changes to traditions under the leadership of Prince William, who is breaking centuries-old monarchical norms. While Kate and King Charles III face significant challenges in their battles for health, a new wave of freshness, dubbed the Tindalls, captivates the hearts of the British people. The unique and inimitable Zara Tindall, beloved by fans and known for her bold character, is ready to shake up the entire kingdom. Rumor has it she is preparing to take on the role of the new wild princess. But what will come of this? Word has it she will become a jewel in William's crown, poised to lead the monarchy to a bright future. Don't miss all the thrilling details of this royal upheaval. Prince William, who is expected to become King of Great Britain one day, may, for various reasons, choose to abandon some traditions that have existed for centuries within the royal family. For example, he is likely to be the first heir who will not undergo the investiture ceremony as the Prince of Wales at Carnarvon Castle, as many generations before him have done. He might not have willingly opted out of it, but the ceremony is very expensive, Republicans will inevitably object, and the Welsh themselves were very opposed to this peculiar subjugation, even when Prince Charles assumed the title. Additionally, Prince William does not favor the Scottish tradition of wearing a kilt, although all his older relatives have always followed this tradition when in Scotland. In a new royal book authored by Robert Hardman, the author speculates that William might wish to break away from yet another tradition by severing the 500-year connection with the Anglican Church when he becomes king. Insider reports claim the Prince of Wales might forego the title of Supreme Governor of the Church of England, breaking a tradition hundreds of years old that was upheld by his father and grandmother. Typically, a new monarch automatically assumes this role. However, like the vast majority of Britons, William is not a regular churchgoer. This has led to rumors about whether he might consider not taking on the formal role of head of the church. It is no secret in royal circles that he doesn't share the king's spiritual sentiments, let alone the steadfast devotion of the late Queen to the Anglican Church, a royal author wrote. A senior palace official reportedly added, "His father is very spiritual and eager to talk about faith, but the prince is not. He does not attend church every Sunday, just like the overwhelming majority of the country's residents. He might go on Christmas and Easter, but not more than that. He has a great respect for institutions but instinctively feels uncomfortable in religious settings." William attends services mainly related to official engagements or special occasions, such as weddings and christenings. His father was a regular churchgoer but showed interest in other denominations as well. Meanwhile, the late Queen Elizabeth was a devout Christian who attended church weekly. It is thought that there have already been some discussions within royal circles about what will happen with William and the church. It was said that the future king had great respect for the church and enjoyed attending services on Christmas and Easter, but did so irregularly. In a letter to his friend Dudley Poplack in 1998, the future King Charles III, who was then the heir apparent and held the title of Prince of Wales, confessed that as he aged, he was increasingly drawn to the timeless traditions of the Orthodox Church. "The older I get, the more I am drawn to the great timeless traditions of the Orthodox Church. They are the only ones not spoiled by the appalling political correctness," the future King of Great Britain wrote to Poplack, the late interior designer who worked closely with the royal family. Additionally, in the correspondence, Charles III criticized the shift toward genetically modified foods, which he referred to as Frankenstein food. He noted that the use of GMOs brought him to absolute gloom and despair. Poplack passed away in 2005, and Charles III's letters were auctioned at Leys auctions as documents related to the royal family. The set of 6 letters sold for more than £1,700 sterling, about $2,200. Earlier reports indicated that King Charles III of the United Kingdom does not plan to reduce his number of overseas visits in the year 2025, despite having a cancer diagnosis and ongoing treatment. Kate Middleton and Charles III simultaneously began experiencing severe health issues. These circumstances forced both Kate Middleton and Charles III to pause their work. For a while, Prince William has also stepped back from his official duties to focus on taking care of his wife and children. According to sources close to Buckingham Palace, it is possible that Charles III might be compelled to call upon even those relatives who usually remain in secondary roles for assistance. This refers to Zara Tindall, the granddaughter of Elizabeth II and daughter of Princess Anne, and her husband Mike. They are considered working members of the royal family, meaning they support themselves without relying on the public treasury, and have been gaining increasing popularity recently. The absence of Kate Middleton, Charles III, and Prince William will only work to their advantage. The daughter of Princess Anne and the eldest granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1981. At the time, she was sixth in line to the throne, but now, due to the birth of other heirs, she is 20th. While she may never ascend to the throne, she certainly knows what it's like to live like a queen. Zara received an excellent education, attending some of the most exclusive schools in the United Kingdom, starting with Port Regis Preparatory School, which charges a colossal tuition of £11,800 sterling, more than $15,000 per term. At 13, she transferred to Gordonstoun, renowned as the most luxurious school in Scotland. The cost of studying there begins at £16,500 sterling per term, equivalent to about $22,000. This institution boasts many royal alumni, including King Charles III and Prince Philip. It is known that the king disliked Gordonstoun, where he faced constant bullying from his peers. However, Zara, with her spirited character, thrived among the golden youth. Although she later admitted that perhaps she didn't learn much in the excessively expensive school because she was absorbed in sports, loved having fun, and spent all her time with friends. From a young age, Zara, like her mother, loved dogs and horses and took up equestrian sports. This is a very costly hobby, and during her school years, it was funded by her family. The expenses for maintaining just one pedigree horse for sports amounted to $500,000 per year. Zara had several sports horses. However, she managed to reach a commendable level in sports and start earning from her passion. Zara participated in many competitions, winning the World Equestrian Games in 2006, and became an Olympic silver medalist in 2012, competing with the British team. Thanks to her love of horses, Zara graduated from the University of Exeter with a degree in equine physiotherapy. Zara continues to engage in her favorite sport and participates in equestrian competitions. She maintains her own stable, spends a lot of time outdoors, and is often seen in riding pants and boots. Currently, her passion for horses costs her around $263,000 annually. During her school years, besides horses, Zara was interested in gymnastics, athletics, and hockey. Nowadays, she enjoys skiing and often spends time at ski resorts. In 2003, she went to support the national team at the Rugby World Cup, and on one of Great Britain's victorious evenings, she went out with friends to celebrate the event in a bar. Members of the team happened to be there, with Mike Tindall standing out among the players. Accompanied by Prince Harry, Zara asked him to introduce her to the striking athlete. A few hours later, she boldly handed him a piece of paper with her phone number. The story doesn't tell how quickly Mike called her, but just a few weeks later, Zara and her new boyfriend made their first public appearance together. They found they had much in common. Most importantly, they were both athletes. Mike was a world rugby champion, and Zara an Olympic equestrian medalist. Later, the couple admitted that even in the early stages of their relationship, they never had problems with understanding each other. They always gave each other the necessary freedom, yet were there at the right moments, making them such a harmonious pair. Despite not being of royal lineage, Mike Tindall was wealthy long before he met Zara. As a rugby player for England's national team, he earned a good living. Considering Mike played 75 matches for England's national team, his salary was likely top tier. He then began a coaching career, and his brand deals with Domino's and Amazon brought him hundreds of thousands of dollars. According to media reports, Mike Tindall's personal net worth currently stands at around $20,500,000 US. Zara also earned significant income from brand deals. For years, she was a brand ambassador for the clothing company Musto, Rolex, and luxury car manufacturer Land Rover, potentially providing opportunities to earn millions of dollars. Critics have even accused her of exploiting her royal status, but Zara has always responded that she wants to stand firmly on her own feet rather than merely enjoy royal privileges. For a few years, Zara and Mike lived together at Princess and country residence, and in 2010, they announced their engagement. The wedding took place a year later at the Canongate Kirk in Edinburgh, Scotland, and was quite modest by royal standards, with only 300 guests. Many thought some royal family members would oppose Zara marrying a commoner, but in fact it was otherwise. The most questions came from Mike's grandmother. She believed her grandson would not be accepted into high society and instructed him not to harbor illusions about his beloved. But nothing dire happened. From the very first meeting, Mike started calling Zara the love of his life, and she always reciprocated. Paul Burrell, who once was a confidant of Princess Diana and also a personal footman to Queen Elizabeth II, noted that the couple's down-to-earth character could symbolize the way forward for the royal family. He added, "Mike Tindall has done incredibly well in crossing over into the royal world while keeping one foot in the real world. He must have a very balanced mind to cope with both entities." Over the years of marriage, the couple has raised 3 children, the youngest of whom is not yet 3 years old. Zara and Mike also amassed quite a fortune, without family help, since they do not hold titles or carry out official duties. Instead, they are influencers who make good earnings from advertising campaigns, for example, with Land Rover and Rolex. Mike Tindall is also a television personality, periodically participating in popular reality shows. In the early days of their life together, Zara and Mike Tindall lived in Hollery House, a 4-story home with 7 bedrooms in Cheltenham. Later, they purchased a Grade 2 mansion for $1 million and sold it a few years later for $1,500,000. They currently live in Aston Farm, a farmhouse situated on 700 acres of land. Their home features 7 bedrooms, a cinema room, a gym, an arms room, a separate play area, and even their own bar, converted from an old hangar. The Tindall family has a luxurious car collection. As a brand ambassador for Land Rover, Zara loves luxury cars from this manufacturer. Driving often gets her into trouble, with fines for speeding, including once being banned from driving for 6 months and fined a total of £817, which is a mere trifle for a royal personality. Although Zara is often seen in sportswear, especially during her activities with horses and dogs, she usually favors designer wear, dressing in brands such as Laura Green, Amelia Wickstead, and Zimmermann. She easily appears at parties in dresses worth several thousand US, and most of her hats cost at least $1,000. The royal family is renowned for its stunning jewelry, and Zara is no exception. Besides a costly engagement ring, she possesses numerous exclusive pieces valued between $3,000 and $35,000 US. Zara and Mike Tindall lead a lifestyle atypical for members of the British royal family. They earn a living comfortably, raise 2 daughters and a son, and often go out, not because they have to, but simply because they love parties. Zara and Mike are not involved in scandals and only sin by often publicly displaying affection for each other, which goes against official protocol. They passionately kiss, hug, and hold hands, ignoring the disapproving voices around them. Though they may lack titles or execute duties, Zara and Mike Tindall have become some of the most popular royal family members. Because they do not seek fame through influential relatives, but instead enjoy family life, Zara and Mike Tindall are loved by ordinary Britons. Many call them an example of what normal monarchs should be, and Meghan and Harry, only if they truly loved each other. The Tindalls typically travel by private jet, often accompanied by friends and other members of the royal family. They love vacationing in Australia, where they first met. The press never leaves them alone, periodically sparking publications that ignite heated discussions, especially about the secret to the happy marriage of the most down-to-earth Windsors. The couple are also considered the main hedonists of the royal family. Now, with both Kate Middleton and King Charles III stepping back from royal duties, there is interest in involving Zara and Mike in official work. However, even if it happens, it is likely to be temporary. The couple has already proven that they will not trade their freedom for the walls of Buckingham Palace. When their children grow up, they dream of moving out of the United Kingdom and settling where their love story began, in Australia. Although Zara Tindall is the eldest granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II, she has never been an active royal figure. Despite this, some royal experts hint that when King Charles III departs this world and Prince William becomes king, she might take on a more active role in the royal family. On Sky News Australia, commentator Angela Mollard noted that the issue was the lack of younger royal family members available to take on some duties. With that in mind, she thought it might be good to involve the Tindalls. After all, she explained, the relationship between the Tindalls and William has always been strong. Beyond just being close cousins, there was another reason Mollard believed Zara would be an excellent choice. She will be his princess and, just as princess and is to the king when he becomes king, the commentator said. It is said that King Charles feels the same about Zara. Rumor has it that the 43-year-old niece Zara Tindall is very close to her uncle. She might become more involved in this side of things, and Charles is eager to support such interest, possibly granting her the title of princess. A bold statement, given his enthusiasm for downsizing the monarchy, but it seems health issues have made him reconsider things. Even if King Charles III and Prince William were in agreement about Zara Tindall becoming an active royal figure, there is a chance she might not find the idea appealing. On May 15th, Princess Anne's daughter, Zara Tindall, turned 43 years old. She is the eldest and perhaps the most grounded of the royal grandchildren. Recently, Zara Tindall proved how much less vain she is compared to her cousin Prince Harry, as well as his wife Meghan Markle. After all, Zara is not designated as a princess, although she has every right to be. Her mother is Princess and daughter of the late Queen Elizabeth. Zara holds no title at all. However, she does not regret not being known as a princess. Moreover, during a recent interview, she expressed immense gratitude to her mother for keeping things the way they are. In a joint interview with her husband Mike Tindall for the program Rob Burrow, 7 Meet on BBC, Zara confessed that she was very happy to be raised without royal duties. From my point of view, I was obviously very lucky that my mother didn't give us any titles, so I really commend her for that. Zara expressed her gratitude to her mother for allowing her to chart her own path in life. As Tindall added, she hopes that when her own heirs grow up, they will likewise not want their children burdened with titles. As it is known, when Zara's older brother Peter was born in 1977, and Mark Phillips, her mother's then-husband, made an unprecedented decision. They declared that they didn't want their son to become a prince. When Zara was born, they made a similar decision, opting out of a princess title for their daughter. Zara's stance has earned her respect and admiration from many. Not all royals with similar rights have the courage to accept the lack of a title so calmly and with dignity. For example, when the grandchildren of the Queen in the Danish royal family were stripped of their titles, it sparked an uprising among the affected parents. Prince Joachim, the younger son of Queen Margrethe, was so outraged when his children ceased being princes and princesses that he publicly criticized his mother. The Queen, who decided to curtail the number of official royal family members in the monarchy's future interest, had to defend her decision. Prince Harry and Meghan behaved similarly. Moreover, they had quite a dramatic reaction when their children Archie and Lilibet were merely delayed in being declared a prince and princess. The prince and duchess themselves firmly hold on to their titles, unwilling to relinquish them, even though they are no longer working members of the royal family. Mike Tindall has spoken for the first time about the emotional pain he and his wife Zara experienced after losing 2 unborn children. Today, the couple has 3 children, 9-year-old Mia, 5-year-old Lena, and 2-year-old Lucas. But the path to motherhood for Zara Tindall was not easy. After the birth of her eldest daughter, the granddaughter of Elizabeth II and niece of the new British king, suffered 2 consecutive miscarriages. Recently, her husband Mike gave an interview to The Times, in which he spoke about how the family felt after the bitter events. "It's a terrible time for mothers, as they feel it's their fault," Mike lamented, adding, "It's hard when you go through it the first time and so late, at 5 months. The couple welcomed their firstborn daughter Mia in 2014. In December 2016, they announced that Zara was pregnant for the second time, but it ended in miscarriage. The couple could not hide this fact and grieve together away from the public eye. Their status required otherwise. We had to stand up and go to a press conference to tell everyone that we lost the baby. The life we lead means that we must announce such events publicly," Mike said. He emphasized that having a child already helped them cope with the first miscarriage. When the couple returned from the hospital, they were greeted by little Mia with a smile, and the grieving parents tried to find comfort in their interaction with her. "If we had returned to an empty house, it would have been a completely different scenario," Tindall assured. Shortly after the first miscarriage, Zara became pregnant for the 3rd time but could not carry the baby to term. In 2018, 42-year-old Zara shared in an interview with the Sunday Times that the most challenging aspect was having to tell the world about it, as the news of the royal heir's pregnancy was public knowledge. Zara did not elaborate on the reasons for the miscarriages. "In our case, it was something truly rare. Apparently, nature said, 'Something's gone wrong,'" the mother of many commented. Fortunately, subsequent pregnancies went smoothly, allowing Zara to carry and deliver a daughter and a son without complications. Despite being over 40 now, Zara still has a rebellious spirit. If we evaluate Zara's biography solely from this perspective, it seems the British monarchy gained the perfect member to bring glory to the crown across all continents. But, as we know, there are 2 sides to every coin. Royal expert Ashley Pearson once said, "I think it's much easier for a secondary royal member like Zara Phillips to act out, rebel and pierce her tongue, which she did." Zara has also brought attention to the crown with her unconventional antics. For instance, Zara dropped out of the University of Exeter, where she was studying physiotherapy, and spent 3 months in New Zealand and Australia, openly having flings with a British doctor and a student from Sydney. However, upon returning home, she did finish her studies at the university. The most notorious scandal took place in 1998 on the Queen's birthday, when Zara chose to show paparazzi her new tongue piercing, nearly causing Elizabeth II to faint. It seems genetic predisposition played a role. Zara's parents were also known for their disregard of royal norms. Her father, for instance, had an affair with a New Zealand art teacher, Heather Tonkin, 4 years after Zara was born. This affair resulted in Zara's half-sister, Felicity. However, the world only learned of her existence after Zara's parents divorced. Mark Phillips had a secret agreement with his lover, which she eventually divulged. Zara Phillips and Felicity Tonkin never met, though they are only 4 years apart and share a love of horses. Zara's half-sister became an equine vet. Nevertheless, Mark Phillips never acknowledged his daughter. Felicity, too, doesn't seem eager to know her second family. During a competition in Auckland in 1999, Felicity and her mother walked past Mark without even looking at him. Before Tindall, Zara dated jockey Richard Johnson for a while, though their frequent arguments left no doubt the pair had no future. She also had a short-lived affair with New Zealand rugby player Caleb Ralph. Zara recalls meeting her future husband. "He met me after I found out one of my horses had injured itself. I was in a mood. He sensed it. It all started with us becoming good friends." Zara's husband recently mentioned that the members of the royal family are lovely, pleasant people, just a regular family. His mother, 63-year-old Linda, added, "Even if we, Zara and Mike's families, seem distant, we share the same family values. Both Zara and Mike grew up in families where they were loved. We are happy they are happy together." As for the mother-in-law, princess and doesn't hide that she dislikes only her son-in-law's nose. Mike's nose has been broken several times, and has advised him to undergo surgery, but he refuses, saying, "The broken nose is a part of me now." Zara also believes that there's no need for two handsome men in one family. After all, in 2002, People magazine included her in their list of the 100 most beautiful people in the world. Zara improves the dull face of the Windsor family. The publication explained their choice at the time. The relationship between Prince William and the Tindall family remains friendly. When Prince William first appeared at a public event without Kate Middleton, Zara supported him with her presence. The Princess of Wales had indicated she wanted to spend some quiet time with her family. Meanwhile, many responsibilities fell on Prince William's shoulders. He takes care of the children, goes on business trips, but strives to spend most of his time with Catherine and support her. Recently, there were rumors that, after chemotherapy, the princess had been experiencing hair loss and significant weight loss. It's not surprising that Middleton missed the garden party held at Buckingham Palace the day before. Prince William, in a tuxedo and a black top hat, came out to greet the guests. Due to the rain, he had to hold an umbrella. He appeared alongside the Dukes of Gloucester. "Great weather for a swim," William jokingly remarked. Zara and her husband also attended the party. She wore a white shirt dress adorned with pink buttons and puff sleeves. A hat and pumps completed her delicate look. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie also accompanied the prince. The cousins went straight to Prince William, deciding to support him in Middleton's absence. Their presence helped make the party a success by giving attention to as many guests as possible. Their involvement was seen as a sign of unity within the royal family during challenging times. On January 7, 2024, Zara and Mike Tindall attended the Magic Millions polo and show jumping event in the Gold Coast region. At this exciting event, professional polo players, including equestrian enthusiasts Zara, Nacho Figueres, and Delphina Blackear, played 2 matches. Zara and Mike posed for photos with Australian entrepreneur Jerry Harvey and his wife Katie. At the Magic Millions Racing Woman Achievement Awards ceremony, Zara wore a stunning black dress adorned with gold floral patterns. The royal princess's daughter's style is instantly recognizable. An authentic British lady, Zara is known for her impeccable presentation, love of bright colors, and silhouettes that accentuate her figure. For example, at King Charles III's coronation in May 2023, Zara appeared in an exquisite bright blue coat from her favorite brand Laura Green. The design featured a white lining and a waist belt. She accessorized the piece with a glittering brooch, pointed toe pumps, and a matching hat. The ensemble was completed with a light blue clutch and teardrop pearl earrings. A month before this, Zara channeled her inner Barbie in a bright pink dress when attending Easter service at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. The vibrant design featured buttons down the front and a tastefully chosen slit. The design also incorporated balloon sleeves and a high neckline. Zara completed her outfit with an ivory hat and a cream handbag from Strathberry. This wasn't the first time Zara was seen in fuchsia. In June 2022, she was a true vision in this appealing shade when she attended the National Service of Thanksgiving at Guildhall. For this occasion, Zara chose a coat dress with a belt, sharp collar, and prominent shoulder pads. The outfit was nicely complemented by a purple headpiece and a lavender-shaded handbag. While Zara's style might not capture the press's attention as her cousins Beatrice and Eugenie's does, she possesses a unique and sophisticated taste. Earlier this year, William, the Prince of Wales, shared that his sister Zara's victory in an equestrian competition was the only occasion when he was moved to tears while watching sports. Princess Charlotte also shares a special bond with her cousins Mia and Lena Tindall. Like their famous parents, Princess Charlotte and the Tindall sisters share a passion for rugby. Charlotte's inclination towards sports became evident after her mother, Kate, the Princess of Wales, patron of the Rugby Football Union and Rugby Football League, participated in a rugby game at Maidenhead Rugby Club. Both Mia and Lena attend the Minchinhampton Rugby Club on Sundays, and they are only 9 and 4 years old, so we have to give them some time before the pressure starts. But they love all sports and also play rugby, Mike shared with journalists. Royal expert Katie Nicholl previously told Entertainment Tonight that in kindergarten, Charlotte was called both Lottie and Warrior Princess, adding that Charlotte was known for her cheeky character. Now, if we believe Mike Tindall's charming remarks about the bold Mia, it seems that both she and Charlotte possess strong characters and remarkable self-confidence. Zara was also once very close to Prince Harry, but it is believed that their relationship cooled after the Megxit. In the Channel 5 documentary Zara and like mother, like daughter, Victoria Arbiter said, for William in particular, trust is everything. So when you have a cousin who understands what it means to be a member of the royal family, but doesn't feel the same pressure that comes with it, they can be a pillar of support. It's Zara's loyalty and complete dedication to her family that has made her such an invaluable asset for cousins who have had to endure the negative sides of royal life. Mike Tindall and Prince William are often seen exchanging jokes at royal events, and they can't help but share a hug when they see each other in public. It's evident the pair have such a good relationship that Mike felt comfortable enough to tease the future king in a recent podcast, saying that he calls the heir to the throne Willie One Pint, because he's not the best drinker. It seems Zara and Kate get along well too, with many photos showing the couples out together, and the two mothers captured giggling or deep in conversation at events. A touching moment between them occurred at the 2012 Olympics when Kate was seen cheering excitedly for Zara, who won a silver medal as part of the eventing team. An insider revealed that Zara, very close to Charles and having provided significant support to him and William during difficult times, played an important role in their official affairs. Zara's presence brought a refreshing energy, making her a public favorite due to her friendly and straightforward demeanor. During an episode of I'm a Celebrity in December 2022, Mike mentioned having conversations with the Prince of Wales about certain topics and was assured everything was fine. He added that he intends to keep discussions about royal family members brief to avoid unintended tensions or dissatisfaction among others. Simply put, Mike said that he talked with the Prince of Wales on some matters, and he was allowed to have fun while ensuring that conversations involving the royal family were kept short to prevent potential disagreements. The unique dynamics within the royal family, as seen through the relationships and personalities of Zara, Mike, and their connections to prominent members like Prince William and Kate, continue to captivate the public. Their stories of resilience, camaraderie, and a blend of traditional and modern values present a fascinating tapestry of royal life. What are your thoughts on how these royal relationships are evolving? We invite you to share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this insight, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more engaging royal content.